We are now joined by Islanders coach Barry Trotz. He joins us from Islanders prospect camp out on Long Island. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. You win the Cup with the Caps. Then your first year with the Islanders, you win Coach of the Year. You got any stock tips for me before we start? You're red hot.
Always surround yourself with good people. That's the key to anything. I have a real good staff and the buy-in from the players. So it was a good year.
You know, you look at your team with the Islanders, you win a playoff series. The defense before you got there was the worst in the league. Your first year as coach, the Islanders defense was the best in the league. What did it mean for you to take the stage in Las Vegas as Coach of the Year?
Well, it was number one. It was a little bit of a surprise. I thought, John Cooper and Craig Berube did fantastic jobs, and I was sort of a little bit ill-prepared when I went up there, not expecting to win it. But I think more than anything, it was a real good statement by the organization and the players. Obviously we didn't have the greatest summer last summer because of the John Tavares moving on type of thing. So there was a lot of negative vibe, and we were able to turn some of that negative vibe into a real good focus and into a real good defensive effort. Knowing what I knew coming in, I knew we could fix the defensive part of the game. To that extent, I had no idea, but I knew that we could move it up a couple rungs, and moving it up 30 rungs was more than I probably expected.
Coach, we've had a lot of Islanders on the show to this point, and they, to a man, talk about how much that they love playing for you, that you're so good at connecting with your players. How are you able to do that so successfully?
Just trying to be myself. I probably, I just hold people accountable for the right reasons. I treat everybody with the same respect, I would say, when it comes to the person and the family. I try to create a family environment, in which we try to do on the island. And just understand that I'm in a partnership with all these players. My goal every year is for every player to somehow get better and reach their potential, and then for us to win collectively as a team and as a group, and create an atmosphere where it's okay to be yourself, but at the same time, when we step on the ice, we want to be business, and we want to get better, and we want to win hockey games. So you try to find that balance all the time, and that's just try to stay myself and joke at myself, and I'm human too. I make as many mistakes as anybody. So just try to create that environment and hold people to the right order, and give them the right direction, hopefully.
So, Coach, you mentioned the business side of things here a little bit. July 1st is just around the corner. You guys, of course, have re-signed Eberle and Nelson, but Robin Lehner and also the captain, Anders Lee, at this moment look like they're going to test the free agency waters. Well, at least they're not signed. Do you get involved in how these things go in terms of negotiations, and how do you think these two situations might play out? I'm involved to the extent that Lou wants me involved. From that standpoint, I have a really good relationship with Lou. I know everything that I need to know in terms of that, the player and where they are. And really, Lou's tremendous at communicating, and also tremendous at he's got to make some decisions. And there's the cap situation, so everything is I think trending in the right areas, and I think both situations, there's a possibility both are back from that standpoint. But there's you have to separate the business from the emotion sometimes, and if hopefully we're sitting here in a few days and Anders is the captain, and see where Robin is in terms of the goaltending, and if they're both back, then we've got a good start from where we are last year. And we're looking at prospect camp, looking at some of these really good prospects that we have coming up. So I don't really get too involved with that until it's my time to if they're signed. So I've gone along the whole time with in Anders' case, he's the captain, and I will treat him as the captain of the New York Islanders until he's not a New York Islander, but hopefully he's back.
Coach, on Sunday, Robin Lehner mentioned that he's not talking to other teams. I've got no plans to talk to another team at this point. From my understanding, that's not Lou's intention either. Of course, talking about Lou Lamoriello. Hopefully it will work out so we can finish what we have started. And Leonard, like you in Las Vegas, Coach, was honored with the Masterton Award for his amazing perseverance, how he's overcome some of the mental problems that he has gotten himself through, and very open about his struggles. What did it mean, do you think, to have him have the year he had and be rewarded for how he has persevered?
Well, we spent a lot of time with Robin. I'm more proud of what Robin's doing off the ice than what he does on the ice. What he's trying to do with his personal life, get that in order. A player can't have success unless his personal life and the way he feels about himself and everybody around him. That once that's in order, then you can have some success. And I know what we did. A lot goes to Lou, the teammates, hopefully myself and the goaltending department and the coaching staff understood and communicated with Robin really well, and our trainers, everybody was on board. So it was a collective effort, but it starts with Robin. He was he had a wonderful year, but it started with all the commitment that he made off the ice in terms of getting the personal stuff out of the way and being disciplined in other areas, and then obviously in front of him we gave him some predictability so that it probably was easier for him to play for us the way we played, so that his game got back in order. And when you have your personal life and your professional life both having order and coming together, you have a year like he did, and he had a tremendous year. And then also from that standpoint, what he's trying to accomplish at the All-Star, at the awards, the statement that he made. I mean, that's pretty bold and strong, and that he said what he's going through is giving him strength. And we had some really good talks in Vegas and all through the year about him being able to help other people, and I think he's gotten some energy, if you will, and some power and some confidence by helping other people and coming, bringing light to his his struggles. And there's other people in this league and other sports and in the real world, if you will, that are going through the same struggles.
Coach, we talked to you as you guys conduct your prospects camp. As the head coach, can you look at some of these prospects in this setting and say, hey, that guy might be ready for the NHL?
I think as we start to have some of the scrimmages and that, I take everything with a grain of salt when everything's under a controlled environment, be it drills. I've seen some of the greatest practice players ever. Can't play a lick, so we'll wait till we get to the scrimmages and hopefully some of the preseason games. But the eye test for some guys just have the pass the eye test all the time, and it gives you a lot of hope for that. But for the most part, I haven't met a player who can play out of camp of just watching practice. So if I was that good, I wouldn't probably be doing what I'm doing. I'd be scouting and making a lot of money doing that.
Well, you're doing just fine as a coach. We know you've been very busy, but our spies, our MSG 150 spies, caught you at a Yankees game, and apparently you took the train to the Yankee game. Is that correct?
I did. I went to the afternoon. It was rained out. I actually made 2 trips to the Yankee Stadium. I got there, got rained out, and then I went back the next day. Beautiful day, and I almost got on camera. The ball hit almost right behind me. It bounced right behind me, and older gentleman, even older than I am, was reaching for the ball, and I was about to check him. I thought for sure I'll get caught on camera, so I backed off. My competitive nature didn't go all the way there.
All right. Well, so nice of you to join us, Coach. Congratulations on all your success, and enjoy the rest of the summer. For more great videos from the MSG 150, check out right there. And remember, our show is on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. on MSG Network and MSG Go.